Hello, welcome to Tomorrow Again. I am back. I know I was gone for a little while, but I'm back and I'm going to spend the day with my granddaughter. We're going to do some vlogging and some shopping and just kind of hanging out for a little bit. I also have to do some not fun stuff like wash clothes and run errands. But other than that, it's going to be a fun day. And I wanted to talk to you guys today about, I guess I could say, some conspiracy theories. I'm big on that. I know my daughter is. Anyway, I'll be right back. There you have it. Stop one. The laundromat. How many of you guys, what do you guys feel about going to the laundromat? I have procrastinated so much that I have so many clothes to wash. It's going to probably take me a couple hours to get this done. I'm going to ask you just some simple questions, but it'll be in the tone of conspiracy theories. Okay, let's just start here. And I'm not recording you at all, but they can hear your answers, but they just can't see your face. My granddaughter is 13. She's hanging out with me today, and I'm going to interview her because I want to know what her generation thinks about certain conspiracy theories. Well, first, to err on the side of safety, I need to stop vlogging while I'm driving, so I'll be right back. Okay, in front of the laundromat, my clothes are in the washer. No, they're in the dryer now. And I've got about, watch where you're backing up, buddy. My first question that I'm going to ask my granddaughter is, do you think, this is a yes or no question, okay? Is the earth round or is it flat?
I think it's round.
Okay, you think the earth is round? I think it's round-like. I don't know. I've never been in space. I'm not really sure. They say that it's round. You know, the globe is round. But then they're saying also that that's a whole nother issue. That the globe and the map of the world, those are inaccurate according to some so-called conspiracy theorists. I don't know. I don't know how to feel either way. All I know is it's functioning. Question number 2. Do you believe that, what I want to ask, do you believe that, I want to ask you, do you believe that the moon landing was real? Do you think they landed on the moon?
No.
What do you think?
I think they just saying that to make people be surprised when they don't actually land on the moon. They probably just like in the air above the moon, but not actually on top of the moon. They just edging it.
Okay. Now this leads into my third question. Do you believe that aliens exist on other planets?
Yeah, I think they do.
You think they do?
Yeah.
Have you ever saw an alien?
No.
Do you know anyone that's ever seen an alien?
Yeah.
Who do you know that's seen one?
Nicholas.
Oh. So a friend of yours saw an alien.
Yeah.
How about ghosts? Do you believe that ghosts exist?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a ghost?
Yeah.
What did it look like?
It looked like a lady with short hair.
A lady with short hair?
Yeah.
How long was she there? How long did you see her?
For like 1 minute.
Huh. Was it where you live now, or?
It was at my old house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know y'all saw quite a bit of interesting things in that house, and y'all don't live there no more. I'm glad.
It looked like an old lady, kind of.
Really?
Yeah.
Old lady like me, or older?
Older.
So what do you think the world will be like in 20 years?
I think the world will probably be like more electronics and like probably floating cars and stuff.
You think so?
And I think they might end up like adding new music genre.
Really?
Yeah.
So you think there'll be a whole nother music genre?
Yeah, they might add like more genres and stuff.
Huh.
And I think that they might make more realistic movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about video games?
I think the video games will be more realistic.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think for now I've got a idea of how kids your age think, or an idea of how you view things. And it's interesting, very interesting, because sometimes we got to get outside of our own head and find out how other people feel, what other people feel about things. So we've got a few minutes, as I said, before the clothes are ready, and maybe we'll find something else to get into. Okay, you guys, it's the next day, and we are at the mall. We're just going to look around for a little bit and see what we can get into. We meaning my granddaughter and myself. Well, you can tell it's fall. Oh, Nicholas is calling me. Okay. Ooh, look at these fancy dresses. I never knew you could go for like that. Well, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Oh, what's this? I never even heard of that before. Oh, yeah, Macy's is. There's literally hardly anybody out here. Okay, if I don't record this now, I'm gonna forget what I wanted to talk about. So, I'm up early. I had to drop my son off so that he could go back to school. So I thought about a conversation that he and I were having right before we left about people's intentions. Excuse me, I'm at Hardee's and I'm eating my breakfast. But I wanted to talk to you guys before I forget. Do you realize you can't ever know what a person's intentions are, no matter how much you think you know them? You can never really know. So how much do you invest in other people based on not really knowing them? I guess time can kind of guarantee certain things, or patterns can kind of dictate things, but you really don't know, especially someone that you just meet. And sometimes romantically, you never know someone's intentions until the relationship's over, or until the divorce happens, or until you catch that person cheating, or until the dynamics of that marriage or that engagement or whatever it was, until that ends. And then you start thinking about, what were they thinking all along? Did they all of a sudden not desire me? Did they all of a sudden change? Did they all of a sudden decide to use drugs? When should I have known not to trust them? Those are things that I think about. I mean, I don't lie awake all night thinking about it, because I'm not in a relationship and I'm not married anymore. I'm divorced, happily divorced. My kids are all grown, so I would be very hesitant to trust, to just totally trust a potential romantic partner. I don't talk about love very much on this channel, do I? But I was thinking about it this morning. I was thinking about it in the sense of trusting someone. A friend of mine was seeing someone and they were expecting a child together, and I judged my friend and said, well, why would she give that man a key to her house? And he didn't give her a key to his house, but he can come and go as he pleases because he has the key. And then another friend of ours said to me, well, which is worst? Which is worse, giving someone a key to your house or giving someone a key to your heart? What could have the most devastating, lasting effect? I don't know. I just wanted to share that with you guys and get an idea of what you think about it. I'm going to do another part of this video when I get home, but I wanted to talk about this while it was on my mind. I just dropped my son off. I just dropped him off at the train station so that he could go back to school. He just came home to take care of some business and he's gone back to school. And I was thinking, well, we were having a conversation about trust and about people. Well, my son's studying law, so of course, I guess his mind is on those types of issues. But we were talking about trust. And so then I started talking about trust in a relationship, a romantic relationship. Because I feel like if you're going to have a romantic relationship, you got to have some kind of trust. How much trust is needed? Do you give your all? You just lay everything on the line and just trust that person? When do you start to trust them? When do you start to let them in on everything about you? Financial, emotional. When do you let your guard down? Some people, believe it or not, they let their guard down from day one. Some people never do. So we were having that type of conversation. By the way, I did a whole nother video before recording this. And then when I went back to edit the video, I was like, what is that in my nose? Sometimes around my nose gets dry, and then that dryness will flake off and it'll look like I have a booger in my nose, but I don't. But when I go back to edit the video, there it is. And so then I want to re-record it because I don't want people to be focusing on my nose, which you probably are now. I'd like to engage in a conversation. I don't have any lipstick on, and it makes me feel, I don't know, I feel I'm trying to hold this phone vertical or horizontal and apply this lip gloss. Let's see if I can do it. And let's hope when I go back to edit this video, let's hope that I didn't see anything crazy on my face. By the way, if you're seeing the video, obviously I didn't see anything crazy, but if you do, don't let me know. But I want to talk to you guys about, I've got 2 predictions to make, by the way. It's not an end of the year prediction, but it's something that's been weighing on my mind for a while, especially this first prediction. My mind has been on Indonesia. I'm not very good with geography. I've never been to Indonesia. And someone asked me the other day, where exactly is Indonesia? And that's when I thought, well, maybe I should go ahead and let my subscribers in on what's been on my mind. Indonesia. I don't know where Indonesia is. I'm going to Google it. Believe you me, I'm going to Google where and find exactly where it is. My mind won't let me rest until I figure it out. Oh, I see a bridge connecting either 2 cities, 2 countries that has to do with Indonesia. And there's something about that bridge that the energy is coming to my mind. So, I don't know what it is. And I resist being super specific and guessing that sort of thing, but I really don't know what it is. I just know that there's energy surrounding a bridge, and my mind keeps going to underneath the bridge for some reason. And this is an old bridge. It's not anything modern. So if you guys know what two countries or two cities near Indonesia or in Indonesia that might be connected by a bridge, let me know. Hopefully I'm wrong, but it's been on my mind. And you always assume that it's something negative. It could be something positive. You never know. But the energy that I feel is very strong. It feels like an event. It feels like an event. We'll see. I don't know when. That's the problem with this particular prediction. I just don't know when. But I know, I'm sure I'll hear about it. The second prediction has to do with medical. I feel like in the near future, maybe within the next 3 to 5 years, there's going to be a huge innovative way to look at managing healthcare and to look at treating some of the most devastating illnesses. There's going to be more treatments in this next, say, within 10 years than there ever have been. It's like one thing, one illness, one disease treatment is going to affect almost every possible treatment of a disease or condition. Excuse me. And it's exciting. I love giving predictions that affect most people in a positive way. It doesn't always have to be negative predictions. But this one, I feel it, I'm about 85% sure that most illnesses or diseases will be treated with this approach. Just watch. The times of going to the emergency room with chest pains or going to the emergency room with this and that issue, not knowing whether or not you could be treated or it could be cured, those days are in the past. Just watch. I said that with diabetes in one of my videos. I said that the treatment for diabetes or a cure for diabetes would be simple. Or I guess in my mind, it seemed like it would be simple because most diseases, now remember, I'm not a scientist. Well, I am, but not that type of scientist. I'm a paranormal scientist. But remember, I'm giving you my perception of energy. ESP, extrasensory perception. I don't think it's extra though. I think it's sensory, but I don't think it's extra. I think we all have this. And I don't think it's anything extra, no more than being able to see, hear, taste, smell, feel, all the other senses. I believe intuition is a looked over sense, underestimated sense. So in my way of thinking, of feeling, I believe that majority of illnesses, diseases, conditions will be treated in a similar fashion, in that this one thing that was supposed to be centered around a few diseases will affect the way physicians treat other diseases. And this will be known as the dark ages of medicine. This, what we're going through now, going to the emergency room, not certain what is wrong with us, having that fear we won't survive this. You will survive it, because this innovative treatment will make sure that you do. But on the bad side, I guess you could say it's the bad side, it will be more expensive at first to treat these conditions or diseases. I've got a thing up here that says my battery power is at 15%. I'm using my cell phone, so I'm going to try to get as much information to you without this thing cutting off, because I can't charge it and hold it up like this at the same time. But I wanted to make sure that I got these predictions out here to you guys ASAP, because I think this prediction, the second one, is very hopeful. It brings about lots of hope. I wanted to also talk to you guys about some. Oh, hold on a second. I got a question for you. If you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you pretty much know what's in this cup. Let me know in the comment section what it is. I'll give you a choice. I'll give you 3 possibilities. This is an unsweet tea with extra ice. This is light lemonade, light sugared lemonade with very little ice and a wedge of lemon that I provided once I got home. Or is it number 3? Is it a coffee, an iced coffee that I make at home? Let me know in the comment section what you think this drink is. And I'll let you know at the end of the video. I don't know, it's the strangest things that can be important to me, you know? So, the first part of this video, I was spending time with my granddaughter. We were calling ourselves shopping and vlogging at the same time. Then this is like the next week. This is about 5-6 days later. I decided to add this to the video. But I wanted to talk to you guys today about, we were just talking about illness and disease and treatment and cures and possibilities of better things ahead. I wanted to talk to you about my personal journey with beating non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, stage 3, when I was diagnosed. If you guys notice on the side of my neck here, in all my videos, I'm always kind of hesitant to turn my neck to the left because I don't want people thinking, what the hell is that on? This here is the result of a damaged cancerous lymph node. And it left a dent in my neck and part of my face. And I'm not complaining because I'm still here. And it could have been so much worse. And I'm going to make another video with a story time because I'd like to share that with you guys. I'd like to share it with someone who might be going through something like that or something similar to that. And I'm all about feeling victorious. No victims. Victim is a very much overused word. You are not a victim. I don't care what you go through, what you've been through. You're not a victim. You are a victor. You have beat the situation. You have survived. That's why you're here. That's why you're listening to this video, because you're here. You survived. You gotta think that way. There's nothing that can win over you. Nothing. You can beat whatever you need to beat. If you guys notice, I don't have my crystal on, but I have it near me. I don't have it on because something I put around my neck is breaking me out, so I can't wear my crystal. I'm missing my crystals. Here it is. Not too far. This is the crystal that I've been wearing. And I try to keep my crystals near me. But I don't think it's the crystal that's breaking me out. I think it's this rubber, whatever this is made out of. Plastic, rather. Yeah, I think rubber is a plastic. I don't know. As I mentioned, I'm not a scientist, not that kind of scientist. But I think this is the culprit. When I sweat, this rubs against my skin. So I'm going to have to find another way of wearing my crystals. Until then, I'll just keep it near me. For me, a crystal is not anything that I worship or put a whole lot of credence in. It's really just decorative art. It always reminds me that I'm okay. Everything's okay. No need to worry. You are protected. You are protected with the energy of love, the energy of hope, the energy of intellect, the energy of caring, the energy of doing for others. So that's really, for me, what this represents, and I just like crystals. I love it. I think they give off such beautiful energy. You are getting sleepy. No, you're not. I am sleepy, but no. So I want to talk to you guys also about the power of energy and the power of suggestion, the power of spells. I've got a spell for you today. Listen. If you don't want to follow along with this spell suggestion, just skip over the video or end it right here. But this part of the video, a disclaimer, you are going to be exposed to a spell, and it's a powerful spell that I have used for years. It's a money spell. I'm going to end this video with a suggestion that money will stay in your hands. It will always come to you. If you treat yourself and treat your life like you have an abundance of money. You have so much money, you can even give it away to help someone else with no expectation of any return from that gesture. Just take a little bit of money and just give it to somebody who needs it. Find a way to do that. Just give it to someone. Or if someone comes to you and says, hey, you got $5 I can borrow? Nope, but I got $5 you can have. Have a good day. That's a money spell, because you show the universe that your energy doesn't need money. Your energy already has money. So I almost said the internet. So the universe's energy will keep you grounded in an energy of having money, because that's what you put out, that you were. So you are money. You have money, and money will be you. Not in a crazy sense, but in a giving sense, that you will always be in a position to help others monetarily. Money will always be in your hand. You got to think that way and believe that. End of spell. Why do I have to move my head mysteriously when I say this? For dramatics. The truth of the matter is, if you believe that you are meant to have money or that you have money, you got to think that way. And people that have money don't have a problem necessarily with giving someone a couple dollars. That has kept money in my hand for years. I don't worry about being broke because I'm not broke. I'm never broke. Ever since I started thinking that way. It's metaphysics. Well, I don't want to talk too much, but I just wanted to give you that little bit of a spell. A potion, a verbal potion of suggestion. You will always, Let me center this correctly. For the new subscribers, I'm not usually this flaky, but I just feel like being flaky. It's a part of being free. And my flakiness today is giving you a spell of freedom. A spell of freedom from being broke all the time. You have to put the energy out there to bring money to you. You also have to put the energy out there to keep money in your possession. We live in the physical world, so obviously you have to do something physical to earn the money. You get a job, you earn money, but you also need a spell to keep it. Pay your bills, take care of your obligations, but give some of it away. Not to me. No, I don't want your money. I don't need it. I'm half-heartedly joking, but it's true. It's a spell. And you have been spelled. Money will follow you if you want it to. It will be there whenever you need it, because you'll make sure that happens. What's today's date? Is it November? I think it's November 7th? 11/7? Yeah. Did I ever show you guys this? I think I did the other video. I love this stuff. It says everyone for everybody. It's hand sanitizer and it smells good. And I just happened to notice this on here. And I believe in metaphysics. I think everyone is for everybody. We are all together as one. We've got to start thinking that way. We've got to start loving ourselves and love others. Show others love and respect. And you know, some people, they don't get it. You have to teach them by showing them. If you're in traffic and someone tries to cut you off, or someone flips you off, or whatever they do in a negative way, or they're driving too slow, or they're driving too fast, or they're driving too close, or they're parking too close, whatever the situation is, you have to show people tolerance. You have to teach them if they don't know it. And sometimes you teach people by acting accordingly. If someone's zipping past you or cutting you off, just ignore them. And then that gesture that you do, or that non-gesture, will show them, wow, they didn't react. They didn't react to what I just did. So maybe I won't do that anymore. It doesn't get very much reaction. It's true. It's interesting. People aren't that hard to figure out. They're very easy to figure out, and we are more alike than not. So part of my purpose on this platform is to try to motivate myself and motivate others to elevate and to do better. So I'm going to bring you guys a story time my next video. I might record the story time after this, but I don't want to tie you up anymore with my rhetoric. So try to have a good day. Try to believe you are victorious over all of your past, your present, and your future. You're not a victim. Don't think like a victim. That's giving away too much power. You survived whatever it was. They didn't kill you. They didn't knock you down. They may have tried, but they didn't succeed. And even if they did kill you, you still won. They didn't. You did. Try your best every day to rise above the ignorance that comes your way. I rhymed. Try to have a happy day. If you're watching this video at night and you're having trouble sleeping, I hope you can go to sleep. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Here, I'll close mine too. This is the best way to sleep sometimes, sitting up with your head turned to the side. If you're traveling, that's the best way. I mean, how else can you sleep when you're traveling? As long as you're not driving. Yeah, so I think I'm going to take a nap. You go to sleep, get some rest, tackle whatever you need to tackle when you wake up. Just make a little list, one by one, check things off as you accomplish it, and go on with your life. This is Tomorrow Again, and I'm wishing you the best of the best.